Number 1. The most shocking foods in China. Ready to test your taste buds and your courage. China's cuisine is world-famous, but beyond dim sum and roast duck lies a world of stinky tofu, urine-boiled eggs, and even snake wine. Yes, you heard that right. Stinky tofu smells like a garbage truck on fire, but locals love its crispy outside and creamy center. In Dongyang, eggs are simmered for hours in the urine of healthy boys under 10, believed to improve circulation and energy. And in some regions, whole snakes are soaked in liquor bottles' fangs, venom glands, and all to create tonic wine for vitality. These dishes aren't pranks. They're part of centuries-old traditions, rooted in beliefs about health, balance, and bravery. To Western visitors, it's shocking. To locals, it's comfort food. So, would you try them? Number 2, Fengdu, China's ghost city of the afterlife. Welcome to Fengdu, where the afterlife has its own zip code, built over 2,000 years ago. This eerie city in Chongqing is known as the entrance to the underworld in Chinese folklore. Statues of demons, gates of hell, and bridges of no return fill the landscape, all designed to replicate the journey souls take after death. It's part Buddhist, part Taoist, part Confucian, a spiritual mashup built to remind the living of karma, punishment, and reincarnation. Tourists walk the same path as wandering spirits, crossing symbolic checkpoints to test their purity. Whether you believe in ghosts or not, Fengdu is a chilling reminder that in China, even cities have souls. And now, from the dead to the delicious, let's wrap it all up with the food facts that shock and scare the world. Number 3. Beijing, the city that never sleeps. Forget bedtime in Beijing. The night is just getting started. After 10 p.m., entire neighborhoods transform. Streets come alive with sizzling food stalls, neon-lit karaoke bars, late-night cinemas, and even square-dancing grandmas moving to techno beats. Ghost Street serves hot pot until 4 a.m. Hidden speakeasies in Sanglin require a password or a loyal regular to get in. And parks. They're filled with families walking kids and old folks doing Tai Chi under moonlight. There are even food trucks just for night owls, selling roasted sweet potatoes, soy milk, and steamed buns. In Beijing, night isn't for rest, it's a parallel culture, vibrant and alive. But even in the shadows of the city, there's something even stranger. Imagine a ghost town built to welcome the dead and tourists. Number 4. Chinese women and modern dating etiquette. Gentle, smart, independent. That's the new face of Chinese women. For centuries, Chinese women were known for elegance and grace. But today, especially in big cities, they're becoming bold, self-reliant, and unapologetically modern. On first dates, many still expect the man to pay, but often suggest splitting the bill to show confidence and independence. They value small, thoughtful gifts over flashy ones like homemade food or a meaningful book. And while dating apps are booming in cities like Shanghai and Beijing, most women are cautious, clumsy flirting, swiping too fast. That's a red flag. Even with modernity, pressure to marry before 30 remains real. Those who don't are called leftover women. But many now wear that label with pride, prioritizing career, freedom, and self-growth over social expectations. Want to see how women like this redefine tradition in China's nightlife? Just wait till after dark. Number 5. The Rose Sanglin Festival. Sleep with your ex. Only in China, could a festival give you permission to spend the night with your ex, even if you're married? Welcome to the Rose Sanglin Festival, held once a year in Yunnan Province. For 3 days, people including married couples are allowed to reunite with former lovers and, if feelings remain, spend the night together. Sound like a scandal? Not quite. Locals see it not as betrayal, but as a ritual to release unfinished emotions. A spiritual way to close old chapters before moving forward. There are no angry spouses, no judgment, only a shared belief that emotional honesty helps cleanse the soul. To outsiders, it's shocking. To locals, it's tradition. But that's China, where love, loyalty, and logic don't always follow Western rules. And speaking of unexpected rules, you won't believe the dating etiquette modern Chinese women are rewriting. Number 6. The only country still using full Chinese characters. In most countries, writing systems evolved to become simpler. Not in China. China is the only country in the world still using Chinese characters, an ancient script made up of thousands of intricate symbols. Some characters have over 30 strokes, and even native speakers sometimes forget how to write them by hand. These aren't letters. They're pictograms, each one telling a story, representing an idea, not just a sound. It's beautiful and brutally complex. While the rest of the world uses alphabets you can learn in a week, Chinese children spend years mastering basic literacy. For foreigners, it's often ranked as the hardest language in the world. But here's the twist, despite the difficulty. This ancient system still connects over 1 billion people. And speaking of ancient connections, let's talk about a love festival that lets you sleep with your ex. Number 7. One country, 130+ languages. Mandarin might be the official language of China, but it's just one voice among many. China is home to over 130 languages and dialects, some so different that people living across the same river can't understand each other. That's why even Chinese TV shows and movies always have Chinese subtitles. Yes, even for native speakers, from Cantonese in the south to Shanghainese, Hakka, Tibetan, and Uyghur. Each region speaks in its own rhythm. In fact, 2 villagers just kilometers apart might need subtitles to communicate. And yet, the written language Chinese characters binds them all together, though that too is unlike anything you've ever seen. Ready for number 6. The most complicated writing system still in use today. Number 8. You can't use Facebook or Google. All blocked. Imagine landing in a country where Google, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and even WhatsApp are all banned. Welcome to China. Instead of using global platforms, Chinese people live in a completely separate digital ecosystem. WeChat replaces messaging, payments, and even doctor appointments. Baidu replaces Google, and Weibo takes over for Twitter. Why the government enforces strict internet control to monitor information, limit foreign influence, and ensure cyber sovereignty. But it goes even deeper. Users must verify their real identity for any account. Say something controversial, you could get banned, or worse. To outsiders, it may feel like censorship, but to many Chinese, it's just daily life quieter, more harmonious, and surprisingly efficient. And if you think that's surprising, just wait until you hear how language barriers exist even within the same country. Number 9. The 4 inventions that changed the world. Paper, printing, gunpowder, the compass. These aren't just inventions, they're milestones of human civilization. And all of them came from ancient China. Imagine a world without books, global navigation, or even fireworks. That's what the Chinese gave us. Gunpowder, for example, was accidentally discovered by Taoist alchemists searching for immortality. The compass first used not for ships, but for fortune-telling. Printing began with woodblocks, then evolved to movable type centuries before Gutenberg. And paper. It replaced silk and bamboo, revolutionizing knowledge and bureaucracy. These aren't just historical fun facts, they changed how we learn, travel, fight, and communicate. But while China shaped the world, it also shaped something else. A digital firewall you won't believe. Number 10. Toilet paper was invented. Here, before the West thought of using paper, China was already wiping with it. Yes, toilet paper was invented in China, dating back to the 6th century, while Europeans were still using leaves, straw, or even seashells. Chinese scholars had refined personal hygiene with soft sheets of paper, and by the 14th century, it was being mass-produced for emperors. The royal version, giant sheets, perfumed, made exclusively for the palace. This invention is one of many that proves how advanced ancient China was. And yet, it's only one of the 4 great inventions that changed the world forever. So what else did they give us? Just wait for the next fact. Number 11. Drinking hot water. All year round. It's 40 degrees Celsius. You're sweating. And yet, everyone's drinking hot water. In China, drinking warm or hot water year-round is more than a preference. It's a deep-rooted belief. From restaurants to airplanes, schools to offices, hot water is always served, even in summer. Why? Traditional Chinese medicine says cold water disrupts your body's balance and harms digestion. Warm water, on the other hand, is believed to improve circulation, prevent illness, and maintain internal harmony. Foreigners often ask for iced water and are met with confused looks. In China, ice is for injuries, not for drinks. But while they sip hot water, they also create something the world still uses today, and you've probably used it this morning. Number 12. Face tattoos to avoid kidnapping. In most places, tattoos are a form of self-expression, but in China's remote Dulong tribe, they were once a tool for protection for generations. Dulong women tattooed their faces with intricate patterns not for beauty, but to make themselves less attractive to slave traders and invaders. These facial tattoos began when the tribe was under constant threat of abduction. Young girls would receive them as a rite of passage, turning potential victims into symbols of resilience. The practice has faded, but the last tattooed grandmothers still live today, silent witnesses to a brutal past that few outsiders ever knew. And in a country of extremes, even something as simple as drinking water is anything but ordinary. Number 13. The most watched country on Earth. Smile, you're probably being watched. China has more than 500 million surveillance cameras, making it the most closely monitored country on the planet. Cities like Shenzhen and Chongqing are blanketed in AI-powered security systems that recognize faces, track movement, and even detect littering or jaywalking. Some vending machines let you pay with your face. Others deny service if you're flagged. It's safety for some, suffocating for others. While the West debates privacy, China embraces control for locals. It's normal for tourists. It can feel like a dystopian movie. But China's extremes don't stop there. Wait till you meet the women who once tattooed their faces to stay safe. Number 14. Beggars use QR codes for donations. Forget coins and paper bills. China's beggars have gone digital. In a country where cash is nearly extinct, even those asking for spare change use QR codes. You'll see beggars wearing signs or holding boards with printed codes linked to Alipay or WeChat Pay. Just scan and send. No cash, no contact. This might sound futuristic, but it's everyday life in China, with mobile payments dominating everything from taxis to fruit stalls. Even the most marginalized must adapt or be left behind. For travelers, this creates culture shock. Your wallet is useless if you don't have the right app. But for locals, it's efficiency and sometimes survival. And speaking of technology, wait until you hear how China became the most watched country on Earth. Number 15. Marrying the dead. A real practice in China. Love doesn't always end with death. Literally, in some regions, especially in rural or ethnic communities. There's a tradition called Minghun ghost marriages, where people arrange weddings between the living and the dead, or even between two deceased individuals. Why? Because dying unmarried is believed to bring misfortune in the afterlife. Families go to great lengths buying symbolic wedding gifts, holding ceremonies with photos of the deceased, and sometimes without the living party even knowing they were part of it. To outsiders, it may seem eerie, but for many locals, it's about fulfilling promises and helping souls find peace. And that's just the beginning. Because in this country, even beggars are going high-tech. China isn't just a country, it's a universe of contradictions, where the ancient meets the futuristic, where traditions baffle outsiders, and where every corner tells a new story. From ghost weddings to QR code beggars, from secret bars to sacred tombs, this nation constantly defies expectations. It's not just a place you visit. It's a place that challenges how you see the world. Which of these 15 facts shocked you the most? Was it the ghost, marriages, the QR code beggars, or the fermented tofu? Drop your favorite in the comments and tell us where the global trail should go next. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share with your curious friends.